fantastic.
The Hart of Dixie.
Yeah.
I never pictured George to leave and then to go on tour. Like of all the characters, like his waves, his
You know what's funny about George is we kind of had him set up from the beginning as a bit of a wanderer. He's the only guy who's ever left the Bluebell. You got to think about it, Wade's never even left the Bluebell. Like Wade has so much potential that he could capitalize on, that George sees in him, but never is never realized. I think that's like George has a bit of a frustration with Wade, you know, and with a lot of people in the town, is they have a desire just to never leave. Lemon, it was the same way for George, and George has always had a bit of a wandering heart. I don't know if it was like, you know, his family life growing up, if he just wanted to go out on his own and prove his own worth outside of that environment. But I thought it was something very natural for George, actually, and I was really excited that the writers took a leap like that.
I love any time that George and Wade have a moment, and they were arrested together. They did camping. Like they're one of my favorite ones. And so anytime they're on the street together, I'm like, yes.
You know, and I think it's also a reflection of Wilson and I are really good friends in real life as well. We hit it off immediately when we were in Wilmington shooting the pilot, and have just continued to be great friends now that we shoot out in LA. And I think the writers kind of really feed off that, and write a little bit of goofy and silly scenes for us, just because that's who we are naturally as people. So it's been a lot of fun.
Do you have any hope for George in the next season? Maybe single?
I hope George is single, yeah. I hope George takes stock of who he is and as a man in this world, which I think every man has to do in his late 20s, early 30s, and figure out who he is as an individual, as a man, and what he needs, what he doesn't like, what he likes, what he, you know, loves, and George hasn't had a chance to do that yet, you know, and I think until he does that, none of these relationships are going to work out. So I'd love to see him defined outside of a relationship. I'd love to see him kind of untethered, I think, from any female counterpart, just for a little while. Yeah.
I think it was in the finale where once again George is going over, and Zoe's like, I think I saw this already.
Yeah, it was a callback that was done on purpose for the producers. You know, it's small town life, and things happen to repeat themselves in small towns like that sometimes. Yeah, you know, it's just George has the worst timing in the world. And for such a smart guy, for such a driven and intelligent guy, he can be really naive sometimes. So I'd love to see George get a little bit more street smart about him, and you know, kind of develop into a more mature, you know, man, I guess.
Well, thank you so much. I'll let you go back inside.
All right.
I think that's where I'm headed.
Yeah.